Hi guys, I would love to be there with you, but I am actually on vacation, and so I will be there on Monday. But Mr. Ashworth asked me to share with you an overview of Harkness and give you some kind of guidelines for a Harkness talk, which you guys are going to engage in just a few minutes. So first, let me explain what a Harkness is. A Harkness talk is a type of Socratic seminar where everyone sits in a circle or oval, typically around a table, with one topic in mind, discussing all together. A Harkness is as valuable as everyone feels that their opinion and their perspective matters. Typically with a group of students, you would want to have some type of reading material that they do ahead of time, or that they do the first 10 minutes of the Harkness talk. And so you'd want to have some quiet time for everyone to focus on that same reading material so everyone has access to the same information. You are welcome to ask them to do more research on their own, but that is not necessary. A Harkness really is valuable in that everyone has an opinion and that everyone's opinion and perspective matters. And so in a Harkness talk, you don't have a role of a teacher. Instead, you have kind of a moderator or just someone who initiates the conversation. But mostly it is everyone becomes a learner and everyone becomes a teacher as everyone shares their unique perspective on the topic. So I want to share with you a couple of rules to follow when doing a Harkness talk. Number one, stay on topic. So you want to have a good question that everyone is pondering and thinking about that kind of guides the conversation. It can have multiple branches of it, but you want to make sure that everyone is on topic. As naturally happens when a group of people talk, there will be times that the conversation branches off into other topics, but you, as part of the Harkness, need to make sure that you're constantly bringing it back so that everyone is on topic and stays focused on the conversation at hand. Rule number two, engage. A Harkness really only works if everyone engages. Everyone needs to know that their opinion and perspective is valuable, but also that it's needed. And so some people tend to be on the quieter side, and we all know with working with students, if one person's going to answer all of the questions, everyone else feels like they don't have to. So with a Harkness talk, you really want to engage fully. And so if you are somebody who is shyer, quieter, and tends to not engage in conversations like this, you want to force yourself to. Because your opinion is not only valuable, but it's also necessary because nobody else thinks and has the perspective that you do. If you are on the more talkative side, then you need to engage fully by, yes, sharing your opinion and your perspective, but also holding back a little bit so that you can be sure that everyone has a chance to share their thoughts. In fact, if you are on the more talkative side and you see somebody that hasn't engaged in the conversation, it's a really good thought to look them in the eye, say their name, and ask them a pointed question. Bring them into the conversation so that everyone's opinion is valuable. Rule number three, be sure that you are using good table behavior. And so if you're sitting around a table and one person has their Chromebook out, it communicates that that person isn't listening, that that person is not involved. And so no devices, no phones, no Chromebooks, no computers, and even don't check your watch. Good table behavior means you're not looking out the window, you're not looking like you're disinterested or distracted. You want to fully engage with your body language. And rule number four, be respectful. If anyone feels like they are threatened or that their opinion is going to be made fun of, or sharply disagreed with, you can disagree. In fact, that's greatly encouraged, but you need to do so in a way that's going to encourage the conversation and not shut it down. I'm sure we can all pinpoint times in our lives where we've shared our opinion and immediately realized that that was a mistake and regretted it. And that's not what we want us to walk away with from a Harkness talk or our students. So when you're involved in a Harkness, you want to make sure that you're respectful. So if I can review those four rules one more time. The first rule is stay on topic. Rule number two, fully engage. Whether you're on the shyer side or on the talkative side, fully engage. Rule number three is, I forgot rule number three. Have good table behavior. And rule number four is be respectful. I hope you enjoy your Harkness talks, and I look forward to seeing you on Monday.